All right, guys, so welcome back to the channel like always. And I happen to find this little gem at GameStop. The regular price is $39, so I kind of avoided the first time. Recently, this went on sale for $29, and then if you add the $5 coupon that I had, and then I had like $3 extra, it was looking like under $25 with taxes. Now, this is a Nintendo Switch controller. Just so you guys know, some Switch controllers can be used with PC controllers, but we're going to actually hook this up to a Switch naturally to see how well it works. And so far, I'm super excited. So it says the RealMz wire controller. Apparently, it has wired audio and LEDs. So I'm really interested in seeing how that is when you plug it up, how it looks in real time. So with that being said, no need to waste any more time. It is just a controller. Let's get right into it and see if this is worth the asking price. All right, so if you look right here, it does have some tape on the sides. I thought it was just an easy flip the tab open, but I do have to cut that. So let me pull out my trusty Punisher knife, get that taken care of right there. Obviously, guys, you should be careful with these types of knives. There you go. Let's see. And you see that little Punisher symbol right there. This is actually something that my wife got me right there. So, you know, I'll be stabbing in style. I'm just kidding. I won't be stabbing anybody. Anywho, you know what? I'm actually going to tear this because, to be honest with you, this isn't going back to the store. I'm actually keeping it, so it doesn't even matter. Plus, I needed an extra controller because we have like one of those generic Nintendo controllers that I had for years, and I figured this would be the best time to go ahead and get this. So this is honestly just a bunch of useless paperwork. What does this do? 20% off next purchase. Who cares? We don't care about that. This is the blue cord right here, which it is USB-C, as you can see right there. I want to say this might be roughly 10 feet, hopefully. It looks like a pretty hefty long cord. Right here, this is the controller itself. Oh, I like this. I actually look forward to actually using this. See, when I saw it inside the plastic, what really got me was a Sonic, right? And then it just showed the graphics, a cartoon photo of the other side of the controller. But actually seeing it in person is actually really cool. So I don't know if the lighting is too good, but you can actually see the background. It looks like, I'm not sure if it's Green Hill Zone. It might be. I'm not too sure about that, but this is really, really cool looking. You got the little metal piranha right there. I remember back in the day in a Sonic cartoon, I forgot which one it was, you saw Sonic's dad and how Robotnik basically would find the woodland creatures and then turn them into robots. So there actually were, let's say human, they actually were sentient beings beforehand. Anyway, looks pretty good. You do have some extra buttons. You got the start, select, what is that right there? I'm not sure what this circle button is, but we'll go over that in the instructions. You have your home button, you have your screenshot button like you normally do in the controller. So far it looks pretty good. And then here's your top buttons, and they feel really good and clicky. As a matter of fact, the way this is cut on the top, I gotta stay in camera view, my bad. The way this is cut on top, I like it. It feels good. It feels smooth too. You know how sometimes you put controllers in your hand and it feels unnatural sometimes when you use it? This one actually feels really, really good. So what I'm going to do right here is, it says it lights up. It says LED. So I want to see if that's real. I'm going to unravel this cord real fast. I'm going to use the original cord with it, of course. And it's pretty long. Like I said, it's probably like a 6-foot cord. I don't think this is 10 feet. Nah, this is definitely not. It might be. I don't know. It's pretty long. It's pretty long cord. But anywho, we plug this up right here. And the good thing is, unfortunately, it is corded. So some people might be turned off for that. I mean, the price tag, in my opinion, definitely drops it because of the cord. There is no wireless option. You do have a headphone jack on the bottom. You see the hole right there. But outside of that, it is corded. So this might turn away some people, especially younger kids that don't want to trip over the cord. But as an adult, it's like more of a collector's thing for me. I'm going to plug this bad boy in. Right now, it's connected to my PC at the moment. And this is how it looks. So the lights are on the back, as you can see right here. Kind of expected a little bit more, to be honest with you, with the lighting. To be honest, is there a way to turn it off? And press that button in the middle. Hold it. Nothing happens. I was hoping that there was a button, a physical button that allows you to turn the lighting off, because that is going to, this is plus and minus. Let me see. Plus, minus. I don't know. I'll figure it out. By the time I'll hook this up to the switch, and I will see if there is an option to turn the light off or a way to make it brighter and the LED brighter and I'm about to say unbrighten it, decrease the brightness because there is a plus. I'm gonna pull that up closer. There's a plus and a minus right here, the up and down. So something tells me that there's a way to actually do that. But anyhow, so far pretty good controller. Looks pretty cool. Let's test it on the actual Nintendo Switch to see responsive time and do that in real time. All right, guys, so this Switch is currently connected, the controller, and I'm going to walk in front of the TV in a second so I can show you that it is actually connected. I didn't find any setting that allowed me to actually change the brightness on the controller, but now that I'm in an actual room that has light, like brighter light, and I can see it better, it actually looks pretty good. And you can see the background of the controller just fine. So I'm going to go over here. Here's me. And I'm going to sit here. Well, I'm not going to sit here. I'm going to pull this over so you can actually hear me better. As you see, pressing the controller. In fact, you know what? I'll just sit here and do it. I wonder if this can hear me just fine. Hopefully you guys can hear me while I'm playing again. This is the easy way to do it, to show people how the controller works. This is our filthy cat. We found her in the mean streets of Southwest Philadelphia. And she doesn't lick herself, so there's tons of danger. It's quite disgusting, but you know.
That's our big fat thing.
So load. As you can see, the controller is working. That's me playing. They're not lying. This is there's no shame in fleeing from an overpowering enemy. This game, right, is fun. The story isn't that great, but the game is fun. Sometimes you come across enemies that are just so unnaturally unpowered. I just run to leave my people to die. And then they just spawn later and come back. I'm like, I ain't got time for that. It's far too much work. All right, so as you can see, it's moving. It's me. Want to aim? Wait, how you shoot arrows? I don't know how to use any of these abilities. All right, so let's go. The controller feels really, really good. It feels natural. Every time I click something, the response time is pretty good. Let me find an enemy to beat up. They beat somebody up. Oh, goblins. Yeah, beat the crap out of these goblins. Okay. We're not doing that. I need to think about that. You know, it's funny, I actually forgot how to play this game. There we go, that's the button. Right, it's been like a long time since I played this game. Really ball-headed.
Like just like
young me. Oh man, help me. Okay, she's been healing for a second. There we go. Alright, so let's go on to the next part and see if I can find some enemies to fight. And the funny part is I actually already beat the game. But apparently after you beat it, there's like all this extra stuff that you can do in the game. And it was funny that when I came back to it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this new dungeon. I had no idea. Let's go down this hill real fast. Let's see if I can find it. Somebody, right? What is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's one of those things, the triple heads. Chimera. Alright, so yeah, it feels pretty good. What's this? Oh, with this move, you can actually just... Let's see if I can hit this guy. Oh, I ran out of stamina. Can you dodge in the game? It's been so long since I played. I'll get my butt kicked. Let's see. Explosive rivets. I used to use this on them. Hit them with the explosives. Then smack them in the face.
yeah, I like the way this game looks.
Yeah, it's Dragon's Dog. The Grand knows what to tell. See, when you hit them, It explodes and keep the ribbon. Okay.
Oh, so it's a lion goat.
Well, it's a lion, goat, and snake. The snake got knocked off already. You know what's funny? This is actually a review. I'm having fun. And the funniest part about this is that this video should have been ended. Alright, there we go. Shoot him regular for a little bit. Alright, so yeah, the controller feels super responsive, honestly. I think I can still fight. The whole team about to drop. Alright, so yeah, I'm having some fun. Alright, so the point is that this controller works very well. It's super, super responsive, by the way. Even though it's corded, most corded controllers do feel good in the hand. Though because of the shape and that, it's not aerodynamic. Would you say? No. Aerodynamic is the wrong word, right?
Yeah, that's the way the
Air moves. Okay, well, the air moves smoothly on this controller, and it feels really, really good in the hand. I don't have any cramping whatsoever so far. I have tested this already naturally before I did this review, and all I can say is that I like it a lot. I don't have any issues with the controller. It feels good. I don't think there's going to be any stick drift or anything like that. It's going to work for adults. It's going to work for kids. If you're a collector, you're going to like Sonic in the corner right there with the little picture that you see right here, which would have been cool if they would have had this robotic thing over here. But either way, this is a very unique controller, needless to say. So with that being said, I like it. I like it a lot.
I like the backlight.
Oh, right here. Yeah. So when I first plugged it into the room, I'm like, the backlight, I didn't really like it, but it's really just to light this up right here so you see the background. So it doesn't have like color changes or anything like that. But I think you would like this for Minecraft. This feels a lot better than this one that we had that feels a little generic. This one feels a lot better. And any USB-C is going to work for it, especially the longer that it is. So that is something to talk about. So guys, let's go over to the last section of the video, and is it really worth the purchasing? So to answer the question, is this worth the asking price? I want to say yes, it is. Now, my thing is, I'm not a person that I'm fine with a wireless controller, obviously. I have them for the Switch. But it's nice to have a controller that has grips, especially if you're playing a game that requires you to be more immersed in the actual movements. So the original price tag is $40 right now. I don't know if you can find those on Amazon for cheaper. If I do find it online for like that $10 discount, I'm going to link it in the description for you guys that want to just kind of research the controller and see other people's personal reviews. I don't have an issue with it. I'm not a hardcore player. I'll play stuff like Moon Scars and Ender Lilies, currently playing Blasphemous 2 and The Last Faith. I do a lot of Metroidvanias, but I do play Skyrim. Originally, I was going to show you guys Metroid Prime. Is that the one? Metroid Prime Remastered, but I haven't played the game in so long. I might have to actually start over the way it's looking. But the point is that it feels good. I like the way it looks. It's a cool looking controller, obviously. If you were to buy other controllers, like the wireless ones, they normally have around the same price tag of $40, $50, but the difference is that the battery life might be 12 hours or something in those controllers, so it may not be worth it to you. But if you're a collector and you like these type of things, I like the aesthetic. I like the little Sonic inside of the case. I like the red. I like the blue buttons. I like everything that this has to offer. It feels really good in the hand. I didn't have any hand fatigue at all when playing games, and like I said before, I actually used this when I first opened it before I recorded the section with you guys. That was just to show you how it is in real time, so you can know that I'm using this actual controller for proof. I like it a lot, and because I got it for $30 and then that $5 $8 off on top of that after taxes was basically 24 something, 25 something and some change, I think it's definitely worth it. You get a cool controller. Everyone likes Sonic, and if you don't, I don't know what world you live in. You don't have to be the biggest fan, but Sonic isn't a bad character, except for when he's in Smash. Yuck. But outside of that, pretty cool. Definitely worth the purchase. Even at $40, I would dare say that it still is worth the purchase, only because, again, it's the aesthetic. Like, some people like specialty controllers. Like, if you can spend $200 on a scuff controller for Xbox, which obviously is way better than this by far. I'm not trying to compare the two. but I think it's scuffed, or the Xbox Elite, whatever it's called, then you could definitely spend 40 for this. But I do understand for people that are, you know, a little more price conscious, no, this isn't really going to make that huge of a difference in your lifestyle, especially depending on the games that you play. But I do notice that when I play with this, with other games like Minecraft and stuff, it just feels better in the hand, and the response time also feels better. Even when I played Remnant from the Ashes on Switch, this actually felt more responsive than the little cheap controller that I showed you guys earlier in the video. But with that being said, that's pretty much the video. I'll leave it to you. Decide if you want to get it. Anyway, like and subscribe like always. See you in the next video.